Very good morning, students. Today we are going to learn new chapter in history, that is social and religious reforms. Along with spread of English education, there was spread of new thoughts, new ideas and new philosophy. Indians were also introduced to Western thoughts and culture. Due to it, there were changes in social, religious, economic, and cultural aspects of Indian society. The modern educated Indians became aware that the backwardness of India was due to superstitions, casteism, old customs, class system, and lack of critical outlook. It was necessary to eradicate the flaws and undesirable tendency for progress of the country and to create a new society based on the principles of humanity, equality and fraternity. The educated thinkers started social awareness through writings to solve the various problems in the society. The intellectual awakening in the contemporary society is called Indian Renaissance. Now we are going to discuss about the era of religious and social reforms. Era of religious and social reforms under which Brahmo Samaj, Satyashodhak Samaj and Pratna Samaj. Brahmo Samaj. In 1828, Raja Ram Mohan Roy established the Brahmo Samaj in Bengal. He had studied many languages and religions. Through his ideology of Advait philosophy, which was developed by him, the monotheism, caste and class equality, protest against the rituals and following the way of prayers, which were the principles of Brahmo Samaj. He opposed sati practice, child marriage, parda system, etc. He promoted the widow remarriage and female education. He founded Hindu College in Calcutta. He created public awareness through the newspaper Samvad Kaumudi. Pratna Samaj. Dadoba Pandurang Tarkhadkar established Pratna Sabha in Mumbai. He also established Paramhams Sabha in Mumbai in 1848. Later this Paramhams Sabha was dissolved and some of its members founded the Pratna Samaj. So Dadoba's brother Dr. Atmaram Pandurang was the first president of Pratna Samaj. The prestige of the institution increased due to the enrollment of young graduates from Mumbai University. Justice Ranade, Dr. R.G. Bhandarkar carried forward the work of Pratna Samaj. The opposition to idol worship, monotheism, opposition to rituals were the principles of Pratna Samaj. They stressed on devotion and prayers. For reforming the society, Pratna Samaj started orphanage, women's education institutes, night schools for workers and society for Dalits. Maharshi Vitthal Ramji Shinde, a member of Pratna Samaj, established Depressed Classes Mission. Through the mission, an attempt was made to solve the social problems. Satyashodhak Samaj. Mahatma Jyotirao Phule started the Satyashodhak Samaj in 1873. Satyashodhak Samaj worked on the principle of formation of society on the basis of equality. They protested against untouchability. They advocated education among the depressed classes and women. Mahatma Phule reformed the society through the medium of books like the Gulamgiri, Shetkaryaचा Asud, and Sarvajanik Satyadharma. He severely criticized the traditions and customs that made discrimination between man and woman, or rather, human being himself. Very good morning, students. In our earlier video, we have discussed about Brahmo Samaj, Satyashodhak Samaj, and Pratna Samaj. In this video, we are going to discuss about the Arya Samaj and Ramakrishna Mission. Arya Samaj. Arya Samaj was founded by Swami Dayanand Saraswati in 1875. He wrote the book Satyartha Prakash as a commentary on Vedas. Ancient Vedic religion is true religion which has no place for casteism. He asserted that there should be gender equality. Go back to the Vedas was the slogan of Arya Samaj. The branches of Arya Samaj were opened all over India. Many education institutions were established through the medium of Arya Samaj. Ramakrishna Mission. Ramakrishna Mission was established by Swami Vivekananda, a close disciple of Ramakrishna Paramhans. In 1897, Ramakrishna Mission worked for service to the society. The mission worked for providing help to the famine-stricken people, patients, medical help to the poor, female education, and spiritual growth. Swami Vivekananda was an excellent orator. He attended the Parliament of Religions at Chicago in 1893 as representative of Hinduism. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is achieved was the message given by him to the Indian youth. Very good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the social reforms among the Sikhs and emancipation of women. Social reforms among the Sikhs. The Singh Sabha was established at Amritsar to achieve reforms in Sikh religion. This institute worked for spread of education among the Sikh community and bring in modernization among them. Later, the Akali movement continued their tradition of reformation, emancipation of women. During the expansion of British rule in India, the position of women was very miserable. They had no right of education. They were not treated equally. Child marriage, dowry system, sati, keshwapan, opposition to widow remarriage, such customs prevailed in the society. Then Governor Lord Bentinck took help of social reformers like Raja Ram Mohan Roy to pass the Sati Prohibition Act. Gopal Hari Deshmukh, popularly known as Lokhitvadi, advocated gender equality through his writings in Shatapatre. In 1848, Mahatma Phule started the first school for girls at Bhidewada in Pune. His wife Savitribai Phule supported him. Savitribai Phule had to face great criticism from the society, but she continued to work in education. Mahatma Phule established the Bal Hatya Pratibandhak Gruha in his own house. He conducted a strike of barbers against the custom of shaving the heads of the widows. For gaining permission to widow remarriage, Pandit Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Vishnu Shastri Pandit, and Viresh Lingam took up special efforts. In his newspaper, Sudharak, Gopal Ganesh Agarkar gave his staunch opinion about the child-free marriage, law of consent. Maharshi Vitthal Ramji Shinde organized a conference against the practice of Devdasi, and in her book Stree Purush Tulna, Tarabai Shinde very fiercely put up her views about women's right. Maharshi Dhondo Keshav Karve started the Anath Balikashram, an orphanage for girls. His intention was to give education to all women and make them stand on their own feet. Through his effort, the first women's university was set up in the 20th century. Pandita Ramabai founded the Sharda Sadan and took up the responsibility of taking care of disabled children and women. Ramabai Ranade, through the medium of Seva Sadan Institute, started the nursing course for women. She demanded the right to vote for women. Through articles, Dr. Ambedkar spoke about the injustice towards women. Mahatma Gandhi also advocated education for women. Women have given valuable contribution during the freedom movement. Women's reform movement helped in closing down many unjust practices in the society. The voice for problems against the women broke out, and women started putting up their own thoughts through their writings. Their performance in every sector of life flourished due to education. Very good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the religious reforms among the Muslims and movement in Hindu society. Religious reforms among the Muslims. Abdul Latif started the social reform among the Muslim community. He established the Muhammadan Literary Society in Bengal. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan founded the Muhammadan Anglo-Oriental College. It later developed into the Aligarh Muslim University. He advocated Western science and technology. He firmly believed that Muslims could make progress only by studying modern education and science. Movement in Hindu society. In 1915, Hindu Mahasabha was established to give a respectable position to the Hindu community. Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya laid the foundation of Banaras Hindu University. Dr. Keshav Baliram Hedgewar in 1925 established Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangha at Nagpur. Its main aim was to set up a disciplinary and virtuous organization of Hindu youth. V.D. Savarkar built the Patit Pavan temple at Ratnagiri, open to all castes of Hindu religion. Common dining programs were also arranged. In the history of modern India, the movement of Renaissance is very important. On the principles of liberty, equality and nationalism, the Indian social reformers set up a nationwide political movement. Do you know, students, what is manifestation of Renaissance in the other areas? Just as the reform movement, the development in various fields of literature, art and science during the Renaissance period is also important. In the field of literature, Rabindranath Tagore, and in the field of science, C.V. Raman received the Nobel Prize. This gives us an idea of the progress in India. This progress was responsible for building up modern India. Stories, novels gave inspiration to gain independence. They also expressed thoughts on social reforms. During this period, women also took up writing. Newspapers and magazines became a source of social reform and political awakening. There was development in the field of art as well. Music became more popular. Indian style and Western techniques were combined and a new school of painting came forward. Many books were written based on science. People started realizing that the experimentation and scientific attitude were important for the progress of the country. Thank you.